Armbar defense. Triangle defense. What's the difference between an armbar defense and triangle defense?
Triangle you want to be up, armbar you want to be down.
Triangle you want to be like big too, right?
Garrett, thanks for raising your hand.
Triangle you want to sit up, and then with the armbar you want to stay down on your butt. Am I right? Okay.
Pretty much. All right. So, any defense, whether it's stand up, whether it's on the ground, what's the best way to defend it?
Not getting it.
Correct. All right. It seems simplistic and it seems cliche, but it's true. All right. Why I say that is because for him to armbar me, my arm has to cross his center line. If I don't let my arm cross that center line, he's not going to be able to armbar me. Right? For a Kimura, my elbow has to be sticking out, whether it's on the ground, whether it's on his hip. My elbow has to be out in order for him to hit that Kimura. As long as my elbows stay in, that can't happen. Triangle, same thing. I have to have one arm in and one arm out. So as long as I always keep both arms in or both arms out, he's not going to be able to triangle. All right. I know it seems simplistic, but for you guys that haven't gone through this before, or haven't done it much, I want that to sink in. Right? If he can't hit me, I don't have to worry about getting punched. If I don't leave myself in a position for these submissions, then he can't hit them. Make sense? So, talking about a triangle. This is not what I want to do in a triangle. Right? I don't want to be bent over. I don't want to be low. Triangle defense and armbar defense are the exact opposite. Triangle defense will get you armbarred, and armbar defense will get you triangled if you don't do it correctly. Right? If I can defend a triangle right, I can extend out, and I can drive into him, boom, I get armbarred. Right? Now, he goes for that armbar, and I do the armbar defense right, and I drive back into him, boom, and he goes back to his triangle. Right? So I have to be aware of the counter to the defense. There's always a counter to the counter to the counter. So I just have to make sure that I know what they are, and I keep my position correct. So, you're exactly right. When I get triangled, first thing I do is get my head up, my chest big. I think you said that. Right? As soon as I feel one arm go out, I'm getting his hips tight to me. My head's up, my chest is big. All right? I don't want to wait until I'm already down here. All right? You fucked up a long time ago. All right? Curiosity under. Delirious. Right? My butt's out, my head's down, it smells funny, I'm already going to go out. I got to get my hips in, hug that hip, and keep my head up. Right? Once I am down to this position, if I've already messed up and Billy starts to lock it up, I'm going to take that hand and I need to keep it on my head. I'm trying to keep space here. He has to get my elbow across, and we've talked about a couple of different options as far as how he can address this to attack my arm. But I want to either answer the phone or put my hand on my head, the rhino horn. Okay? But whatever I do, I'm getting my hips in tight and starting to create space.
Question.
So I can hug that leg. What's up?
Are you posting your arm out or pulling it in?
Right in the center of his chest.
Okay. So how do you secure it there? Is there any way to do that?
Not way to secure it, no. I'm trying to aim for that little cup right at the bottom of the sternum. That's where I want my elbow. All right, so the harder he pulls down, the more it drives in. Okay, if it pops across, I'm going to get choked. If it pops out, then I've got other options. All right, but this is just for your basic standard defense. Boom, he locks it up. My head's big, my chest is in. Okay, I'm trying to get my head up, locking those hips in, and I keep his hip in. Now, we talked about getting an angle for a triangle, right? He's trying to get his hips out to finish. I'm trying to prevent that. So how I do that is whatever arm is in, okay, I step up with that foot. Yep. So he goes to lock it up, my head is up, I'm preventing that angle, and I'm stepping up with it. Okay? This is why it's so important for him to hold on to his shin. All right? Go ahead and just lock it up and don't get your ankle. Yeah, this should be good. Basic. All right? So my hip is up, and I step up with whatever arm is in. That prevents him from getting his hips out to get his angle. Right? I'm holding on to that leg. Whatever option you like. I prefer the gable grip because it works no-gi as well. My head is up, my butt is down, and I'm pinching my elbow to my knee. All right? Once I get my head up and I've got some space, I'm going to start working my thumbs in behind his hamstring, and I put his knee to the ground to open it up. All right? And then I can throw his leg back. What's up?
Yeah, so it's the alternate leg that he underhooks is the one that's coming up, right? Or is it the same leg?
Whatever arm is in. No, I don't want to step up with the arm he's going to underhook. That's just giving him an easier way to get his hips out. To
Yeah,
finish.
so it is the alternate.
Yep, opposite. Yes. Yep, sorry. Okay. He locks it up. Boom. I get my space. I keep him from getting his angle. All right. Answer the phone if you need to. Yep. Just lock up the triangle. All right. Nope. Well, this is the standard triangle you're going to get. This is the standard one they teach. It's straight on. Hand in the middle, or hug the hip. Your choice. Big chest. Stepping up. Work my way in. And turn him by. All right. So we're going to just lock up some shitty triangles. All right. Straight on. Just go one arm over. Boom. Just like this. We'll just start here so the guy doesn't pass out. We'll start angrier ones later. He steps up, trying to connect his knee and his elbow. Once he's got his head up and he's got space there, yep, he starts working his hands inside my knee. Yep, making space, turns my knee to the ground, and he can throw me by. Very simple. Questions? It's a lot of steps. Big things to remember. Straight up. Hips tight. All right, and head up. From there you can survive for a while. This means you already messed up. You're already in a triangle. I'm just trying to survive. There are a couple other options as well. That once you've already screwed up, you can get a little bit more creative. Questions? So, one more time. All right, I feel Billy shoot. My head's coming up. All right, stepping up with that knee, turning that knee into his chest. Throwing him by. Okay? This is why I teach the triangle I do, because it stops half of this. If I'm holding on to that shin, him trying to lift his head up is damn near impossible. There's a person hanging from his neck, right? He's already getting his angle before he even locks his leg up. And half of my defense is expecting to stretch his legs out. But if he's got that shin and he's got his legs locked up, my entire neck is pulling his body weight, trying to stretch that out. And you can see how hard of a time it is to try to make that space. Got it? That's why we teach the triangle the way we do. It's a lot of steps, but it counters half the counters. All right? 1, 2, 3.